So, last time you guys had like a fun little like 3 days of what you guys did within that time, and it was a little bossing say Avatar Last Airbender moment where everybody tells everybody what they're doing. Ina realized that maybe one of her siblings is in town, and that's weird because they normally are not allowed down here, so that's a little bit off. Murph tried to become friends again with the librarian from Ismin's library, and then was almost put in jail, and Solas definitely had to come save them. And that was another thing that happened, 100%. Where we fully left off, Solas was looking at something on her iPad and researching stuff at the cafe downstairs from her studio apartment. She was outside, just like enjoying the sun and enjoying a little latte with her tablet. And suddenly, this very big buff trans mask, very attractive, looks like a war god, gave her a tiny axe and then walked away without saying anything. That's where we left off. So,
I feel like this is going to be a Serena episode.
No, that's not 100% correct.
Fair enough.
So, Solas is looking at the tiny axe and is watching the person walk away, and she goes, "Huh. Okay. Tiny axes. This was probably important." And she puts it down and continues researching, and the camera pans over to what she's researching, and what you think she'd be researching is, like godly relics and like different ways to like get you guys back home, and maybe stuff on the Versailles mirror and like, like stuff that would make sense. Instead, what you see on her screen is something that says, "Welcome to the Under. The new wave grounds for raving and fun activities." And she goes, "Okay." And she's just like looking through it and goes, "This looks kind of fun." And under it says, "Tonight, we are having a grand opening." She's like, what is the chances I can get Serena and Murphy to come to another club with me? Where would you guys be while Solas was just doing this? Would you still be up in the apartment? I know Ina's very hard to actually stay in one spot.
I think Murphy genuinely would be at the Robanthus place.
Which
just
one?
Like helping out. The one that's just the closest one.
So
just helping out, tending to the plants as best I can.
Okay, so you would be kind of catty corner from Solas's apartment, like the one that's like across the way.
Yes, I just realized I'm not in the Roll20. I logged in, but I never clicked on it.
We can only give him an A+ for trying.
Listen, sometimes I do that too.
It's not loading.
Okay, and is this a few days after I gave you guys your...
Yeah, it would be like... Yeah, it'd be like 2 days.
Okay. I feel like Ina probably told you guys... I told you guys about the goggles last week. I don't think I told you guys about the key, right?
No, you did.
About the information about the key. Did I tell you guys that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
Okay.
Or at least you told us that the key exists.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, like I've told you about the key. I don't think I told you guys like anything like what the key is. Allie, DM question.
DM answer?
So, do the goggles do anything else? Like, do they add like anything to like perception, investigation, whatever?
No.
Or is it just they show you what your heart's... So they're basically just like a fashion
Yeah.
statement. Okay. So would this be a meta question? Because I know I don't like metagaming. Does Murphy have an investigation skill, or does Solas have an investigation skill? Because I have searching as a perception. I don't know if anybody else does. Because I'm trying to figure out who could I give the goggles to that it would benefit the most.
Solas has a hearing and perception.
Mm-hmm. I have hearing and searching, because this is for like, it shows you like the way to like, you described it as it shows you what you want to find the most. And I feel like whoever has that, it will help them a lot in searching.
Yeah. Murphy has seeing.
Okay. So it could go to Murphy or myself, essentially, right? Okay. So, and so I'm going to ask Murphy. I feel like after Ina's grand adventure, she's going to want to stay in the house for a little bit, and she's going to be like...
Is this before Murphy goes to the Robanthus temple?
I feel like this is like after, because I feel like Ina, for some reason, has taken on the duties of house cleaning maid. Like, I don't know why, but Ina is like
in her cleaning
in that
era.
mindset of like, no, I feel like Alcindor also has taught them like cleanliness is next to godliness, like that kind of shit. Like, keep your shit clean. Like, that's the kind of like Alcindor is very weird. Very different. Like, the way, like, I was telling Allie, I was like, the way that like Mars is wooing Solas is very funny to me, because Alcindor taught the children to dance. Like, this is how you woo the person you want to mate with, is by dancing. And so I think she's in her like, I'm gonna keep shit clean era, because I don't know if Solas is a cleanly person. I don't know if Solas keeps her shit clean.
It varies on the day, really. There's some days where she's like, I need to clean everything, and other days where she's like, I am simply too exhausted to deal with anything.
I will say Ina has abundance of energy, so it has been clean since the day she has lived there. It has been clean. So I feel like either this is right after you get back, if you want to role play that first, of you over at the temple, or this is like before you leave, whichever way you want to do it, Mr. Kyle.
I think realistically Murphy would like get up early and sort of like just go and ask if there's anything like they can do. So
okay, the question is, do you wake up sooner than Ina?
Probably not.
I mean, we all know not,
Ina gets up at the butt crack of dawn.
No, Murph probably wakes up at like 8 or 9.
Okay, so I think it would be really funny as you're getting yourself ready to go out and go work at the temple. You just see Ina like basically like in like a full-on like chibi maid outfit. Now Ina's the maid this season and not Oswald Silver. Ina's just like dancing, and she's like fantasy vacuuming, and she's like just having a time. She's like discovered, because I feel like Solas was tired of Ina like blasting music while she cleaned, and helped her discover the beauty of earbuds or AirPods. She's like dancing and singing and like doing all the things, and then she sees you come out and she's like, Murphy, wait a second. She's yelling because she hasn't realized that she still has her AirPods in and the vacuum's still going, and she's yelling.
Murph is like mid bite of a muffin, and
Murphy, and then she goes over and unplugs it, and the music's still going, and she's like, I have another gift for you.
Murph kind of does the hand motion where like it's the mouth like closed, and then the volume down hand motion.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't need to tumble and roll right now.
Murph's gonna reach up and take the headphones off and be like, I was telling you to turn it down.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I don't know why I would need to do a combat roll right now.
I mean,
and
you
then
could if
as
you wanted
hear,
to,
like,
but I'm pretty sure you'd destroy a chair or something.
as you hear the AirPods being taken out, it's the fantasy version of Girls Just Want to Have Fun blasting through the AirPods.
Ghouls just want to have fun.
Ghouls just want to have fun.
I was gonna say phase. Just wanna have fun.
What girls, ghouls and phase. There you go. Just listening to Ghouls and Phase Just Want to Have Fun. By Cindy Hopper.
Perfect.
Cindy Hopper.
Another bunny another bunny kid.
Another rabbit wild folk. Yeah. Casual.
Yes. Okay. So, because we all know that followers of Absalom Paz are the bards of the world.
Not related to Judy Hopps from.
Not related to Judy Hopps. So she goes, and then she pulls out the Discovery goggles, and she goes, I don't know if you would want this more, but I don't know if my searching will be better for it, or if yours will.
What do the goggles do again?
So, if I remind you, my good friend Pippin told me that the goggles show you what your heart most desires or what you want to find the most. And so I know that because of her cute little bunny ears, that Solas is very good at hearing. But I've noticed that I've become exceptionally well at searching for things, and I can hear things. But you also seem very good at being able to search and to look for things. But I don't know if you would want the goggles.
I put the goggles on,
Because
and it just shows me Garrett. Or Garrick.
It shows you exactly where he is. It's like a weird GPS marker.
Yeah, and I'm like,
I feel like it's
they immediately take the goggles off, and they're like, nope, that's too invasive.
I feel like it's like a little marker, and then above it, it tells you Garrick.
Yeah.
100 kilometers or whatever, however fucking far it is. I can't do distance. But Ina goes, I don't know if it will fit more of your aesthetic or not, but I wanted to ask you in case this was something that you would want.
I mean, like, I can hold on to them if you don't want to, but, like, I don't really feel a need to use them. Maybe at some point in the future, but...
Well, you could wear them on your head and it would look really cool with your outfit.
I'd look very solar punk if I put that on, that's for sure, but...
That would be pretty cool. And plus, it would get you what I have been told from Sage is cool points.
I was waiting.
How many of those do you have?
I really wanted you to say Riz. I'm not going to lie.
This isn't a Gen Z podcast. Can't say Riz.
If Dungeons and Daddies can say Riz, we can say Riz. They're older than us.
And then the older one, I'm pretty sure is... Hold on, let me flip. I'm pretty sure it's Sawyer.
No, Sawyer's one, right? The baby.
Sorsha.
Yeah, Sorsha.
Sorsha's the older one. And then Sorsha told me it's not cool points, it's Riz points, but I don't know what Riz has to do with anything.
It's supposed to be like, charisma. Don't ask how I know that, but it's supposed to be like charisma.
If you already know, then I guess you already have plenty of Riz points.
I try not to keep track because it doesn't matter to me.
Oh no, that gives you more.
I think it would be pretty
points.
Cool.
I know. Puts on a pair of aviators and walks away.
But if this is something that you would want, if not, I will just put it in my bag and we will use it whenever we need to use it.
Yeah, sure. I'll hold on to it for now.
Okay.
I am curious. Like, I think when I get to the temple, I'm going to put them on. See what happens.
That would be so fucking cool. Do it.
Also, do you want a muffin? I got an extra one accidentally.
No, I'm sorry, but I've already eaten my breakfast today. What are the people's names again? Hold on, let me go. Roxanne and Isabel. Roxanne already gave me a couple, and then she pulls out her giant bag of fucking bagels.
I just looked up a thing, like a list of different muffins.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm rolling a number between 1 and 35.
God damn it.
13.
Jesus Christ.
What kind of muffin?
It's gonna be the worst one.
What kind of muffin? Watch, it's gonna be a chocolate chip muffin, and Ina's gonna be slapping
No, that's
that away.
actually the first one. So this is number 13. So 1. Where is 13?
Have you guys ever had those pistachio muffins? Those fuck.
Interesting.
No, because if I ate one,
Oh,
I'm
you
pretty
would
sure
die.
I would have an
You
allergic
would die,
reaction.
that's right.
So this is
I wouldn't die.
the muffin that I got is a turkey meatloaf with garlic mashed potatoes on the top.
So it's a savory muffin.
It's a very savory muffin. I would
Is
eat
that
that
a
too.
muffin I could buy in real life? Because that sounds
It
fucking
does sound
delicious.
really good,
I could-
honestly.
Honestly, I could see us doing like base cornbread, then put meatloaf on top of it, then you put like cheese on top and just bake it.
I think it's just like based off what the recipe looks like, because this is on the website Delish. It looks like it's just a
sponsored.
mini meatloaf with, I know.
Not sponsored, bitch.
It looks like it's just a mini meatloaf with potatoes.
Unless. Listen, if they figured out how to self-cheese pretzels, I would literally read free ad reads for them every single day of my fucking life.
Check out our merch.
Yeah, right. Technically, if you think about it, a cheese-filled pretzel would be
That's
self-cheesing.
what I'm saying, but I want it to be where it's not like sticky. I want it to like ooze.
Yeah, I can do that.
Sure.
I know how to do that.
Okay.
I'll take this for now. What's your plan for the day? What do you got going on?
Well, I need to finish cleaning. I don't know if there's anything else that I need to do. Maybe I need to go and check in on my good friend Vincent, or maybe my friend Marco, and get some more money. Do you think we need more money?
I think we're good for now.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that my thing called a card is coming in the mail, so I will be able to use these fillers anywhere other than just carrying around with me in my jingle purse.
I don't like the cards. I don't think I'm gonna get one. I kind of like just the physical, you know?
You got a bank account already, my guy.
Yeah, but they carry around like the majority of theirs in their pocket, in a pouch.
I don't trust this system. I'm
it's
just
also
used to going up and taking
I
what
also
you
want
want.
to say it's not plastic because we don't do hard plastics in this world. It's like the thinnest little sheet of quartz. Like
I was about to say, is it like a fucking leaf?
no, it's a quartz. It's quartz. It's like a thin quartz.
Okay. It'd be funny if it was gold.
I did have the idea, by the way, for Murphy to like go to Rabanthus' temple, but then also go to one of the other temples, or like possibly float between all of them.
Okay.
You know, and like try to communicate with whatever god
I can tell
would
you.
answer.
I can tell you right now. You're having issue communing with any god. Like, you're at that point now where you have tried this so many times, it is not working. There is dial tone after dial tone after dial tone. So if you want to go
but so
after...
far I've only been to Rabanthus, and I feel like Ismene wouldn't answer.
No.
I feel like Absalom wouldn't answer. Alcindor definitely wouldn't answer.
You would be put on red.
Alcinder's like, fuck off, kid.
Yeah. I'd get the answering machine, and Alcindor would be like, get the fuck off the line.
It would be like, doo-doo-doo, this number that you have called is no longer in service.
Yeah, right. And then I check with you.
Very obvious.
I check with
Very
you, and it's like,
obviously.
oh, he had that number like a few hours ago. He probably changed it when he figured out you were trying to contact.
Either that, or she's like, nah, I always get dial tone too.
No, actually, I'm going to change what Murphy's going to do. It's not a Rabanthus temple that they're going to go to. It's a Memortum temple.
So there's one singular Memortum temple.
Yeah.
And
I think
and
it's,
It
if
looks
I'm,
like it's in the top
Yeah.
left.
yeah, I was gonna,
top right.
I was going to say, if I'm reading it right, it's top right.
yep.
Yeah, top right.
Or northeast for those of you who actually care about cardinal directions.
Northeast.
Yeah. Right.
The very pointy part of the kidney bean.
Never soggy, eat worms.
Mhm.
That's not what it said. It said never waffles, eat soggy. Get it right. If you're going to make fun of me,
Yes.
make it correct.
No, I'm pretty sure it was never waffles soggy eat.
Yeah, that was probably right also. It doesn't matter.
I was about to say, I can just go over to the old Roll20. Just go look at the map real quick.
But yeah.
Anywho, Kyle, go on ahead and role play.
Yeah, so they're just going to go to the Memoriam Temple. The only one.
Okay, if anybody hears thunder above me, that's ambiance, so you're welcome for that. So you're going to the Memoriam Temple, and it's funny that you said that, and thunder immediately started. So okay, when you head over to the Memoriam Temple, there are.
I do want to also like display the Rabanthus pin.
That's fine.
While I'm there, just so they know that I'm not like some rando.
When you go over there, weirdly they have a thriving weeping willow, but you can see in their sort of like grassy like garden area there are red shrooms and poison ivy and like different berries which you would be able to identify as poisonous berries that are just like scattered around the garden area. And there's also people that are dressed in big black robes. You can't see their face, and it's just sort of like covering everything, and their hands are also covered. There's different varying sizes of these people, but they're just sort of wandering around. No one's really stopping you from doing anything.
Right. Okay. I think they're just going to walk in and go up to the altar and just basically like start talking.
Okay. When you walk in,
or actually no, change my mind on that.
Okay.
They're gonna like walk up, and before they go through the front door, they're gonna put the goggles on.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity.
That's fine. When you do walk in, I will say the Memoriam Temple is the most like one of the Catholic cathedrals in Italy. It has like that giant stained glass feel to it.
Like
it has
Notre Dame.
Like Renaissance era or Gothic era. So yes, just like fucking Notre Dame.
Yeah. I would be a Memoriam follower. Me, the player.
Hell yeah. There it smells of so it gives like an elderberry, but also kind of has like a deeper like ambery tone in it. There are candles that are lit everywhere. The seats that are like 20 to 40 seats back, they're the long benches that have like this red velvet like on there. And at the very front you see just this giant candelabra. Like it's not like a normal tiny one, it's like huge, and it kind of like spans the entirety of like the front of the like stage area of it.
Does that like match what I've seen in back in like the Citadel?
You have
because I haven't been to Memoriam's domain, but like
it gives the
but
vibe.
Like, does it match the outside?
It has the vibes. It's
because like obviously I walked up to the gates and tried, and like I'm friends with what was the guard's name that we sort of like made funny haha jokes about, like at the Memoriam gate.
I have to find him. I
was about to say I have no idea. I feel like it was a basic bitch
It
name.
was definitely.
No, you gave him
like Gary.
It was
Jerry,
Gary something.
Maybe it was Gary. Let me see if
it was something funny.
What episode would that have been in?
We were kikiing about it for a bit.
I'm looking at my thing. 1 minute. God damn it. I hate it when
Is it when as soon as you walk in there, you're going to say like, fuck you, Gary? I got in.
Oh, you named him. His name is Preston, but Ina calls him Peppy.
Oh,
that's right.
Yeah.
And that's why we take notes.
Listen. I take notes on things that I, as a player, think.
I'm not going to lie to
And
you.
you know what?
I just refer to Scarlett's notes.
Scarlet is the only reason you're hanging on by a thread.
I know.
I take notes as best as I can.
Also, Scarlett,
I
that
don't
is
know what's
not,
important
if
and
you're
what's not.
listening, that is not me pressuring you to continue doing this. If you do not want to, you do not
Okay.
have to.
It's just
Guys, we're like almost an
funsies.
hour in and we have done nothing.
Okay, so Murphy's going to put on the goggles before they walk in.
Okay.
And like, if I'm remembering right, or if I'm understanding, the purpose of the goggles is to show like desires.
Yeah, it's to show what you are looking for the most.
Okay. I think right now what Murphy thinks they're looking for is some kind of connection back to the gods. And since like Memortum, like their thought process is, I've never seen Memortum, I've never met Memortum, but they probably know me, or at least know of me, because of how often I like
How far
went
do
to
you,
different.
do you like go all the way to the front of the altar when you put these on, or did you just like open it up and have the goggles on?
No, I think my thought process was like on the sidewalk. Like I just kind of like look at the temple as a whole.
Okay.
Not that I'm trying to like
No,
look for anything specifically.
That's fine. So when you first put them on and you're on the grounds of Memortum, there is a glowing purple line that starts going outside of where Memortum's place is and starts going back sort of in the way that you came.
Okay, I'm going to table that for later.
That's the only thing that you saw after you put those on. Nothing else is happening.
Is purple like a meaning for something, or is
It's
that
the
just like
color
the
of
color of the
Memortum.
line?
It's the color of Memortum. And it's just pushed. It's just like a little line.
So since Murphy would know that, even though I didn't, Murphy kind of like looks at the doors and is like, why couldn't it be here? I gotta walk more. Okay. So Murph follows the line.
So you're walking and you realize you just walked this path and you're like, what the fuck? I was just here. The line goes up to where Ina was in Solas' apartment cleaning, and the line stops in front of her.
Okay.
Now she's singing Gimme, Gimme, Gimme a Gnome After Midnight.
So obviously Ina has some kind of connection to Memortum.
Gimme, Gimme, Gimme a Gnome After Midnight.
I don't think I'm going to tell Ina that.
Now she's dusting.
I think I'm going to like kind of like look up at the sky and be like, Memortum, if this is what I think it is. Why couldn't I just talk to you directly? This makes it so much more difficult.
Listen, it might have to do with the key, though, bro.
Nah, my thought process is that's Ina's mom.
No, it had to be the key.
Is it like Ina in general, or is it leading to like her pocket?
And she stops at Ina's feet of her dancing. It just goes like whoop, whoop, and then the line disappears.
Okay. I don't think Murphy's gonna tell Ina that yet. I think Murphy's gonna go. Actually, you know what? I think Murphy's gonna like make a plan, not necessarily for right now, but like go to the professor.
Good. Y'all are in love with Pippin, and Pippin was not supposed to have this much backstory. I'm gonna be so fucking for real with you.
Listen, okay. Ina also went to her reading lesson earlier. I don't know if that does anything. You let me know in good time when Ina can read better. But Ina was prompted on time to her reading.
But also, you gave us a professor who studies the gods, so like, why would we not?
She doesn't even really.
And their name is fucking Pippin.
Why would we not go to the professor that knows a decent chunk about the gods?
Exactly.
Y'all should know a lot about the gods. They're your parents.
Murphy does for sure, but this is Memortum related, and they don't know a ton about Memortum.
What makes you think one would know anything about Memoriam?
I don't know, books. Can't go to the library.
Daughter of the goddess of discovery.
Yeah.
Even places people want to discover, they're like harsh, and you can't discover the entire ocean, guys.
Says
That
who?
shit- That's why mermaids haven't fully been like shown up yet.
God. Could you imagine we go on an underwater sea adventure?
Okay.
Ina falls in love with a fucking mermaid. I'm calling it now.
Okay. So, yeah, so it drops you right off at Ina's feet though.
Okay, cool. I think once I like walk into the room and I see the line heading to Ina's feet, I'm like, okay, that's a later problem. I'm not talking to them right now. They got plans.
Don't really have plans.
Solus-
She's literally just cleaning.
Solus comes upstairs and goes, so I got a tiny axe.
I feel like Ina immediately hears axe, even though it's like blasting. And she's like, did you say a tiny axe?
Yes.
Murphy walks over and takes the headphones off again.
Oh, thank you, my good friend Murphy.
You gotta, Enid, you gotta take them off when you're wanting to talk to other people, because my eardrums can't take the yelling.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
Sure.
That's what I've been told is called sarcasm.
So it's like, I've been teaching her that one, actually.
And then she runs over to the tiny axe and she like snatches it and she's like, is it okay if I take this from you?
Sure. Ina, I do need you to give me a perception on it if you want to like deeply look at it.
What would it count as a searching?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's a 6, a 5, an 11, a 4, a 15, a 2. Makes it 17, 1, 18.
Amazing. So you look at it, and in the corner, this is something new from any little axe that you have picked up from your supposed sibling Mars. It has a little heart in the corner.
I run over and I snatch the bag I gave to Murphy with all the other tiny throwing axes, and I just pull one out and
there's nothing on that. It's except for like the little like word mark that's just like a raggedy M.
I turn around and I go, you saw Mars.
Is that who that was?
I'm fairly certain because no one else makes tiny axes like this. But if you look here, and for some reason, like Chibi Ina has a monocle and brings it down to the little heart and goes, Mars put a little heart on this one.
Okay. I mean, they just gave it to me and then walked away awkwardly. I didn't know what that meant.
How long ago was this?
Looks down. About like 30 minutes. I was researching this fun little rave that I thought we could go to tonight.
I literally told you to tell me if you ever saw Mars.
I didn't know it was Mars. I just thought it was a tiny little axe.
I gave you a very good description.
I mean, to be fair, Solas, a large man, axe, you know.
they understand.
And especially,
they understand.
No, I'm not at Ina's side with this one.
Okay.
That really should have been kind of obvious to you.
Okay. To be fair, I asked all of you, are all Alcinder's children attractive? And you said no, Murphy. So how was I supposed to know? It's could have just been a tiny axe person. We have self-cheesing pretzels. Why can't we have a tiny axe person?
I'm sure you do, but like not like that. I don't know. I'm still on your side with this.
I feel like I gave you a pretty good description, especially when I said they like to make tiny axes.
No, you did. You did. I was there. You did.
Okay, but can we go to this rave?
Do you need like ADHD medication?
I mean, probably. I was on Adderall for 90% of college.
Just promise me that you will let me know the next time that you see Mars, because I don't know why they're even here.
Did you see the direction they went?
Yeah, they just went. Let me pull up my map. So from where Solas's apartment and the actual cafe is, she goes. They went straight down toward one of the Ismene libraries, and then they went just like into that street.
So they went east or west?
They went
Well, they couldn't go east all that much.
right and
Okay, so they went east.
yes, they went east and down.
They went east and then down.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're very tall.
I told you that they
Well, I
were
mean,
tall.
it's a child of a war god.
Typically, we are very tall.
Yeah.
Except for the dwarven ones.
Yeah, but they're
Those
like
ones.
small and angry.
Exactly, that makes them more terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you guys
I
look
had
at
a
me
run
like
in
that
with-
sometimes.
Yeah, I have.
They have so much
You are closer.
rage.
You are closer to hell, Ellie.
No, I think it's just because Alcinda constantly makes fun of them and they don't like that, so they take it out on other people.
Yeah, no, I met one when I was like, it was actually a group of them when I was traveling.
They travel in
Was it
packs.
one of the Was it one of the Jacksons?
I think so. I didn't really
It was
catch
probably
their
Jackson
name.
with a Q. Jackson with a Q is very mean.
Oh,
They kinda
that's
just-
a good
does
way of
that one-
spelling it. I didn't even think we could spell it like that. That was a very good way of spelling that.
Does Jackson with a Q make fun of like outfits more than anything else?
Jackson really narrows in on your outfits, specifically where your pants are,
Okay.
and likes to make fun of your pants.
Yeah, because I wore these like really puffy, like,
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
wear the puffy pants.
yeah, they were basically parachute pants.
Surprised you made it out alive. Typically, Jackson likes to stab puffy pants.
Wonderful. I think he saw I don't know. I don't remember where I was at the time. It was a long time ago. How old is Jackson anyway?
Jackson with a Q or Jackson or one of the other
The
Jacksons?
puffy pants Jackson.
Jackson with a Q?
Yeah.
Jackson with a Q, I'm pretty sure is one of the older ones. I want to say Jackson with a Q is right around 300.
Okay. Yeah, this would have been about 100 years ago. So
I was about to say, yeah, Jackson with a Q is pretty old, but not one of the oldest.
you like the lore dump?
I'm more impressed that I didn't even think we could spell Jackson like that, but I knew exactly how you said Jackson with the Q. I was like, fuck, that's such a good way of spelling it.
Or if you want to make him even more like douchey, Jackson.
Jackson.
No, Jacques, as in Jackson.
Jackson.
I mean, Q with a U is always going to make a quack
Yeah.
sound, but if you have a Q by itself, it automatically goes.
Yeah, exactly. No,
Yeah,
that was
true.
really good.
Teacher!
Failed student.
Dyslexic.
I can help with that.
Anyway, yeah, like, no, I had a run-in with him. Not great. Point is, yeah, we should probably, like, keep an eye out for this guy, huh?
Yes, I need to figure out why they're here.
Yeah.
Or even how the fuck they got here. Were they
that
thrown in a
would-
hole too?
I mean, that would be my assumption, or maybe, like, were you close to him?
I mean, we had a better relationship than some of my other siblings, but they didn't talk very much, and they were mostly concerned with the tiny axes.
Maybe he just pops down here now and again to give out access.
I don't know.
That would be my best
So-
guess.
I have a
Sola
feeling
still has
that-
her iPad up waiting for you guys to say yay or nay to this, but
We don't come down here very often because usually when we do, we sow chaos and destruction.
I mean, like, given random tiny axes, I'm just ignoring Solas. Giving random...
man, I have my iPad. Man, those make this more
We're
realistic.
just having like a full on it's like two gods that are talking and we're trying to figure out why another god is here. And the kid is just like, Mommy, Daddy, can we go to Disneyland now?
Let's go.
Go ask your mother.
All right.
No, like, Murphy's gonna be like, I mean, kind of like just handing out random tiny axes is a form of chaos. It's just like,
Well, I figured out where I think they might live. I think they live out in the woods.
That would track.
Over by where Marco is in the lopping place.
I think that would make sense. What are you even holding,
Yeah, it's where
Solas?
it's where I felt most
It's
comfortable.
for the rave. I want to go to the rave. Can we go to the rave? It's
Do
tonight.
we have...
Can you tell me about this rave and what it is? I
It's
don't
where-
know what a rave is.
It's loud
Ian-
music and bright lights.
So, like that
Yes,
club we went
it's
to.
where we have the fun.
There's also more
It's where we
girls,
have the
typically.
fun. Yeah.
Can you explain to me what this one is, though?
So this one's more for like dancing and has more bright lights, and it's supposedly underground in some of our tunnels that are underneath Arona, where one of our old train systems were, but the old train system doesn't work anymore. So it's like a hidden underground nightclub, and tonight's the first night, and I really want to go.
I mean, usually parking around the first night and everything is just insane. I don't want to go on the first night.
No, but like they're having specialty like alcohols being served from the McCarty Isles, and that's where that's where Haddon.
Hold on, isn't that the place?
Isn't
that the place where they said that there was a lot of weird storms going on?
Yeah, but also that's where the main place of worship that Haddon's stuff is. And so I want to just like have a party for like a moment, because there's been a lot of non-partying since you guys showed up. I'm going to be so real.
I mean, I'm not saying like you can't go. I just don't think a rave is really my scene. I'm more of like a book in a coffee shop, maybe with Garrick, but like, you know.
Leans over to Murphy. Are you two getting more serious?
Pretty much, yeah. It's been, you know, we're getting to know each other. It's been fun.
Perfect. Murph, you hear boop boop coming from your PVT.
Oh, that might be him now. I think we're planning on meeting up like next week. So I look.
The text says, "Hey, so I know we're meeting up next week, but there's this really cool rave that I'm going to tonight. Do you want to go?"
That's the most metagaming bullshit.
No, it's not, because I wrote notes, bitch, and guess what? It was on there.
You knew Murphy wouldn't want to go.
I knew. You could say I was metagaming all I want, but just take note. What does that fucking say right there?
Yeah,
it says
no,
Derek
I
will
see
be
it.
there.
I see it.
What is the rave called?
Huh?
What is the place called? What's the rave
It says
called?
Welcome to the Under, which is really cool because that's like what we call like the under, like where everything bad is. But like you don't know. So I thought it was cool.
Ina's gonna roll in fucking intelligence check.
Roll this. I like that I used my own iPad as a prop there.
Okay. A 4, a 3 is a 7, a 2 is a 9, plus 1 is a 10. Does she piece together her key and it being connected to the under to this club that is now called the Under?
It says Welcome to the Under. It's not.
Semantics.
No. It's still.
I feel like
It's
Ina's
marinating.
wheels are turning.
It's marinating.
Ina's wheels are turning, but she doesn't know why.
Yeah, it's marinating. I'll say like something's like something's ticking. Yeah.
Something's ticking and she doesn't know why. It's on the tip of her tongue and she doesn't understand why.
So, can we go?
I mean, Garrick
I don't see why
will
not.
be there, so
Ooh.
I would still rather be in a coffee shop with a book, but
What if I
Well, you're boring.
What if I get you earplugs? What if we go with earplugs?
I could probably work that out, yeah.
I can do that. That is something this little one can do. Ina, would you be offended if I wore that very cute leather armor that you made for me because, like we established before we ended that scene, Solas's armor is that of a Skyrim bikini, but still is full.
I want to say it's like a Skyrim bikini, but it doesn't look it's like a crop top and skirt combo.
Yeah, it was like a...
No, that's exactly what it's used for. It's supposed to be worn. I think I would be more offended if you didn't wear it.
I'm gonna look so cute.
And I go and I turn to Murphy and I go, if Solas is wearing that armor, and she's like has her little hands like this together. Well, not her little hand. She's got big beefy claws.
Big meaty claws.
That make all the lesbians go wah.
Yeah, right.
But she goes, would you be interested in wearing your armor? Plus, you could wear the goggles as a part of it. It would look really cool together.
Maybe I'll get back to you on that.
I feel like if anyone were to look at Ina's face, I think without having to roll like a deception check or anything, Ina feels a little sad about this.
Solas comes out with like pigtail braids and like glitter all over her shoulders with like the teeny little like crop top like situation, and she goes, "This is so cute."
Okay, Ina then goes, "I will be right back," and then she slips out and then goes to her secret workshop to go get some clothes that she's made.
She's just been making clothes.
I got. Yeah, she's picking out some clothes that she's made already.
On the down low.
On the down low. So Murph, you talk with Solas while I try to figure the fuck out what Ina's wearing.
So,
I mean, what
are you just gonna wear that, or?
I mean, I'm comfortable in these clothes. I don't really want to change.
Yeah, but we're going to a party.
Yeah, I just want to wear what I'm comfortable in. That's all.
So Solas is just like getting like, and you guys have heard of mini skirts. Do you guys? I know Zoe probably has. Chapel Maroon micro skirt going there.
Yes. Yes.
Lobster mac and cheese
oh my God,
roll.
Kyle, get off of Instagram.
You're making me hungry,
I'm hungry. I think what Murph is going to do is they're going to put on a tie, but continue wearing what they're wearing right now.
Cute.
So
and it's like a loose tie. It's not like a knot.
Okay. Solas is just like, it's not that kind of. So let me get this straight. Kyle, talk with me through this right now. Murph's wearing an open vest, no shirt underneath, just like binding sort of situation, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Sort of like jogger, like puffy pants in like a green cargo color sort of situation.
Yeah.
And a loose tie.
Yes.
And the armor would have literally like melded to you. No one would know that you were physically wearing it.
I don't know. I just wanted to wear what I'm wearing right now.
I don't know if you guys noticed this, and this will either stay in or go at the very end of the episode. But have you noticed that Solas, Ina, and Murphy are all varying different levels of autistic?
Mm-hmm.
Who's the most autistic,
Murph.
though? Who's the second most autistic? The lineup makes sense.
I love that you're just like, yes, I've noticed this a while.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say that I wasn't planning that as like from the beginning, but I kind of was.
Hi, baby girl.
Okay, so Solas goes, "Do you want glitter? I have body glitter." This is foreshadowing for if you saw me at Gen Con. I have body glitter.
No, thank you. I'm good.
Kyle, do you want body glitter at Gen Con?
No.
Why do you hate me?
I also just don't like body glitter.
But this doesn't get on.
I don't like glitter, period.
Why do you hate me?
It's not you that I hate, it's glitter that I hate.
It's going to be on me.
Okay.
Okay.
So then I'll hate you.
Excuse me, sorry.
Kidding.
right before my birthday.
No, I'll hate you after your birthday.
Okay.
Also, I think your birthday's on the 30th, right?
It's tomorrow. That's why I said right before my birthday.
I forgot what day of the month it was. Because my schedule's so different.
So Solas is just like covering herself head to toe in glitter. And she just goes, Murph, I love the tie. Is the tie really appropriate for, you know what? I'm not going to ask you this question anymore. I'm just going to let you do this. Actually, you are your own person and I need to accept that.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I can take the tie off.
Just seems a little bit formal, you know?
Also, I want to point something out. In my calendar on my phone, apparently, like, it knows that it's your birthday tomorrow, but it thinks you're turning 44.
In my soul, I am. In my soul, I am.
Your birthday in my contacts is 1980.
That's
Why?
Not correct.
Jesus.
Hold on. Edit.
Damn. Ina now has figured out, after going through the whole like Grinch, but what do I wear situation, she has figured out what she's going to wear to the rave. She is going to wear a pretty, if I say so myself, a snazzy looking jumpsuit that for some reason, and again, this might just be because she's expert at sewing, she's fucking great at it, who fucking knows, it looks like the Aurora Borealis, and
Ooh.
when she moves, it kind of moves.
Does it have like any cutouts in it, or is it just...
I feel like it is... I don't know if this is Ina, like if this would be like something that Ina would do, or if this is like a Zoe's coming out in this. I feel like it's a deep cut, and then you can see like her armor underneath, which just makes it more shiny. And then I feel like I don't know if it should be straps or if it should be like, you know, like the like the bandeau top. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Like the sides? And then it's like a deep cut in the back, too.
Ooh.
Do you think that would be Ina coded, or is that more Zoe coded?
I think you're allowed to like move into yourself because you kind of have the same mind.
Okay, and then I feel like for her shoes, I don't know if you have this pack from The Sims, Allie, but I think it's from I know I'm going to say it wrong, but it's Icheron pack, where it was like that Korean fashion.
No, I do not have that pack.
For anyone who has it, she's wearing like these. I put my Sims in these fucking boots all the time. They're these like ankle high boots, but like obviously the jumpsuit goes over them, and so they're almost like, I don't want to say felt, but they look like they're made out of the same material that like Ugg boots are made out of. And there's like little lines going up. She's specifically wearing the white boots with the black bottoms.
Cute. Okay.
Those are my favorite fucking boots my favorite fucking shoes in that entire game. I put them on all of my girl Sims.
I think what Murphy is going to do is they're like, instead of putting traditional rave gear on, they're gonna keep what they're wearing, but to do like a sort of non-traditional like rave makeup, which is green and like tan sort of.
Hell yeah.
And then I feel like
I posted pictures.
Space buns.
Ina has 2 space buns, but she still has like her hair down in the back. So she has like 2 buns on top and then hair
half done. Half done space buns?
Half up, half down space buns. And then I think, even though I don't think Ina would be good at makeup, I feel like
if Ina asked Solas would love to do it for her.
Yes. Feel like Ina would have like galaxy makeup.
Yeah.
And like either like a purple lip or a black lip. Or a blue lip.
She'd probably do blue with your jumpsuit. and put
Like a dark blue.
do a dark blue with like a hollow glitter lip gloss on top of it.
Mm-hmm. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. So, by the time you're all ready, the night has started, and Solas goes, come on. And she's sort of directing you guys just like around Arona. Sort of where you guys find yourself is just past the town center, not toward like in sort of the direction of the Silver Serpent, but not like at the Silver Serpent. Sort of like at this intersection of like this like intersection of just like oh my god, stores and cafes and everything. And then you'll notice that there's like a little corner that sort of wraps around. Solas sort of brings you guys to that little corner and like taps on like the top of what looks like to be a just like manhole cover, and Solas then like looks at them and then like puts up her PVT and goes, "We got tickets." And this little goblin gnome guy opens up the manhole like fully and just like ushers you guys in. He just goes, "Quickly." And the last thing you see is just Solas just like boom down into the actual manhole. You hear a giggle.
I feel like in an effort to like kind of be cool but also be cheesy at the same time, because Murphy is kind of a cheeseball, they're gonna jump down and they're gonna like superhero landing, fist on the ground, you know.
Yeah.
Hopefully the ground cracks a little bit when they land, but
probably not, because then that would fuck up the infrastructure, so we're not doing that.
That's fair. But yeah, Murphy's gonna superhero landing and then just kind of like brush themselves off and walk towards Solas.
Solas looks very
Ina
proud.
climbs down whatever ladder is there.
There was one, but as a bunny person, we don't need it.
Murphy's shaking their head and looking at Ina like, you could have done something cool.
Well, I wanted to try to make friends with the goblin on my way down.
He did not
Did
want to
you?
be friends with you.
No, it was quite rude.
Well, you know, doing his job, I kind of get that.
You guys,
That's okay. He doesn't need my friend muffins.
you guys hear.
Wait, do I need to hold on? Do I need to roll for the muffin recipes to try to figure out what your friend muffins are?
No.
Hold on.
I literally, my love language is giving people food.
No,
Okay.
you don't need to roll.
I want to.
You don't. No. From like the end of this very dark cavernous hallway, you hear like the thumping beat of music, and there's another door that's like just off the main like drop that you guys just did. And when you guys open up the door, you see just a bunch of stalactites and a bunch of rainbow lights and just like so many people and creatures and just humanoids just all together just dancing and drinking. And Solas just goes, she breathes in and goes, finally. Hey, hi, hello, friends. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Face Drop Fallen. If you aren't, how come? we're so much fun. You should follow us on social media. It gives you all updates to everything that is going on with us. That includes when episodes are coming out, if they might be late, if we're going to, I don't know, a convention or something, or if we just like want to talk. You can follow us on our threads at Dice Drop Pod, and that also transfers over to our Instagram. It is the same social tag, Dice Drop Pod. Now, if you're still on Elon Musk's Twitter, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, we are also still on it because we are slaves to marketing and fucking social sites from being a podcast. Sometimes we're on it. A lot of the time we're not anymore. But if you want to follow us on it, it's dice_drop. If you hate all social medias, which is honestly... I feel that really hard in my soul. However, you really like Discord because you can like meet new friends and like actually talk to people that usually aren't assholes. Can't speak to everyone, but and then you can drop in to our personal Dice Drop Discord where we're hanging out all the time. You can ask us questions, you can vibe, you can talk to our favorite lore keeper, Scarlet, who I know doesn't listen all the way to the end here, which is a little rude, Scarlet, not gonna lie. If you like the games we're playing, everything we're playing is from Green Ronin Publishing. It is the Age system, which includes Fantasy Age, Dragon Age, Cthulhu Awakens, The Expanse, Blue Rose. I don't know, there's a lot. There's a lot in the Age system, just in general. We have a nice little mixture of Dragon Age and Fantasy Age going on right here down in Dice Drop Fallen. So if you like the games and you want to check them out, just stop on by to greenroninstore.com and make sure when you're checking out, put in the code DICEDROP to get 10% off your entire order. Now, friends, you're probably wondering, hey, Allie, when's the next episode? It's coming out October 5th. So we will see you then. Bye. And
also, real quick, I'm scrolling Instagram while we do this. Look at this tastiness. It's mac and cheese with dino nuggies in a martini
Jesus
glass.
Christ. I think I see that photo at least once a year.
Right?
I'm salivating.
I would eat the shit out of that.
Oh my god. Also,
it's shaped mac and cheese, so...
Have I told you that I have taken a shot of mac and cheese before?
No, and I'm jealous.
Like an actual... I've had a shot of mac and cheese. Because when I went to the mac and cheese festival, there was this place called Aruga's by me, and they were giving out their free samples in, like, Jello cup shot thingies, and I just fucking send it back like a Jello shot, and they were like, ma'am, this is a public event.
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
Ma'am. And my niece and Will look at me and they're just like, what life have you lived? I'm like,